Hello everyone, Ryan here with Product Impressions, and today we are taking a look at the Epabina Transformable Desk Lamp Plus. Very long box here because it is a very long light, and you can see it has separate arms here. I got this because now, as we are into the winter, the longest nights of the year, I was doing some research, listening to some podcasts and things, and they said that it is good to have as bright of a light as possible when you are waking up in order to actually have your circadian rhythms function appropriately, and I've had a little bit of difficulty sleeping lately. So we're going to get this set up on my desk here, see if we can add some additional light, some additional brightness, and just see if that actually makes any difference. So let's go ahead and get this thing set up and see what we think about how bright it is, how adjustable it is, and whether or not it's actually going to work for that purpose. All right, I have been using this light for several weeks now, and I must say, I really like it. Does it help with my sleep? Probably not, but it's gotten a little bit better. Hard to know if this light has anything to do with it or if it's simply regression to the mean. Now, there are several points of adjustment on here. You can see down here, this is where it actually is connected to the desk. It just screws on much like any monitor stand or anything like that. So unfortunately, with the location of my monitor stand here, that actually prevents this from being perfectly centered, but it's good enough. There is a pivot point here, there's another one back there, another one up here, another one here. You can really position this however you want. And these separate bars, you can adjust however you would like, in, out, whatever. I like to have it kind of symmetrical because this also, I work from here, so this lights things up nicely when I'm on a work call and actually have to turn on my camera, things like that. So very nice as far as how it can be positioned. I did see some reviews online saying that these things just end up flopping at some point. I could see that happening if you're repositioning it all the time. There is no way of actually tightening down the hinges here, any of these. So eventually it is going to sag. That will be very unfortunate when that happens. Hopefully it's not going to happen anytime soon. But in any case, that could be a problem. If you get one that's new that's like that, you may have to just send it back because there's not really anything that you can do. Now the adjustments, everything is done. There is a touch panel up here along with a light sensor as well as a remote. I'm just going to show you the remote because it's easier. We've got middle, sides, brightness, and color. So you want to just turn on the middle bar, there you go. You want to turn on the sidebars, those can be on. You can have all three on at the same time. And this, believe it or not, is actually the dimmest setting. It is quite bright. There's about 5 levels that you can turn it up, and this gets real bright. I must say, I do really appreciate having this, particularly for my recent hobby, which is putting together these watches. I have perhaps too many watches now, but I'm just really enjoying coming up with different designs and actually building them. And when you've got lights like this, there will not be any shadows anywhere. Yeah, fantastic. As far as actual task lighting, really great. You can also adjust the color. So this is as warm as it can go, and this is pretty much a real yellow light that's coming through. Hopefully this reads on the camera, and you can shift it in about 5 levels over towards blue light. So there's a little bit more. This is where I like to have it because it just kind of adds to the brightness. A little bit bluer, very blue. This is like straight up white light. So yeah, that is as far as it goes. 5 levels for the color, 5 levels for the brightness. It does have a nice variety. And I find that I just leave it here. It works very well for both the video calls that I have to be on, as well as the task lighting, as I said, for working on watches, filling things out here, doing paperwork on my desk, all that very nice. So let me just put this back over. There we go. That's how I usually have it. And I find that when I first wake up in the morning, it may help with the sleeping and whatnot because it's been really dark lately, and I can usually turn it up to about here, and it's high enough and out of the way that it's not really bothering my eyes, but I am getting that downward light that's recommended in the morning. So that is very nice, and as the day goes on, it gets brighter outside, and I feel I can turn this down a little bit. it will actually start to affect my eyes. Like, it will start to bother me after a little while if I keep it up too bright, but I've never had a problem when it is all the way down on the lowest setting as it is here. The only way that I've had an issue with that is if I'm watching TV, sitting over there, and then every once in a while it's like, oh, that one on the side, I can see that and it's bothering me a little bit. So sometimes I do turn it off. At night I do turn things off. Right now I've got it plugged into the same outlet with these other lights on my desk, so let's see, I can just, yeah, nice little thing that I set up. Hey Google, turn off the desk light.
Got it. Turning the desk light off.
So yeah, I like that I can do stuff like that now. In any case, hopefully this has been of some help to you. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. I do my best to answer whatever I can. One thing that I should say, I do still have the light bar on the monitor because I find that with the light coming this direction, I might have to reposition things if I want to really have a lot of light on the further back portion of the desk, just because of how it's angled. But as soon as I plug in my computer here, I didn't want to have it plugged in so that you'd be able to see how it actually connects to the desk. Once I plug in the computer, that light comes on. So now that light is on as well, and plenty of light all across here. It's a little bit extreme, probably not really necessary, but I enjoy it. So yeah, leave any comments you may have down in the comment section. I'll do my best to answer whatever I can. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe. I will see you next time.